now that the action stuff is somewhat complete, because, you know, computer problems and all, the connection map is complete also. You know, it's only time for me to do the Inazuma 11 review, so what can go wrong?
Did anyone say Inazuma 11?
Yeah! God fucking damn it! Damn you, Murphy's Law! You just had to do this! No!
Hey there.
Hey, Ryu. Need something?
Well, you're doing a review of Inazuma 11, and I'm gonna help you. I mean, it's too big for an inexperienced player like you.
What? But doesn't it make any freaking sense? It's the shortest game in the series. The mechanics aren't fully explored. It makes no sense, Ryu.
Leave it to me.
I seriously need a better handy-hacking program, really. Anyway, people might as well make use of this. We're going to see the views of someone who, you know, played Inazuma somewhat early in his life, Ryucario, and someone who played Inazuma in his teens. So let's get this review started. The story. Okay, let me give you the spoiler-free abridged version of the story. The story revolves around Endo Mamoru, aka Mark Evans, and his team as they fight to be the Football Frontier, aka National Soccer Tournament, champions. On their way, they face quirky, stereotypical teams, their rival team, and, I kid you not, gods, as they find themselves in the middle of a corrupt mastermind who wants to control soccer because he hates it. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Just imagine an 8-year-old Ryucario, one day looking at different channels when a commercial comes on about a soccer RPG. I bought the game instantly, and as an 8-year-old, I understood every bit of it. Okay, apart from why the ball doesn't burst with a fire tornado, or why Royal's mastermind will do anything to beat Raimon, or when...
Anyways, if you ask me, the story is easy to follow, but the characters beside Endo and another one of the main cast don't get a lot of screen time or development. This is due this being a game, but if you really want to know most of the characters better, you have to watch the anime. I also would like to point out that if you want a better version of the story, watch the anime. Just saying.
Inazuma 11 has great characters, like downright freaking cool characters. Maybe I exaggerated a bit there. Anyways, I really like the characters as they are easy to relate to and are very fun and unique. Some of my favorite characters are Kido, Ichinose, and Aphrodite. Ah, Aphrodite, you're beautiful. Nothing, I'm not gay, I swear.
I'm surrounded by weirdos. The gameplay. The gameplay is where this game shines. Just like any RPG, you have random encounters which give you experience and some items. If you're lucky, that will help you throughout your adventure. But there's a twist. Ryu, please do the honors.
Soccer battles. It doesn't matter if you're facing the volleyball team, random people in the street, or secret agents. They all want to beat you in soccer. I wish real life were like that.
I don't think even I could put it in better terms. Anyway, as expected in a soccer-based RPG, the random battles are soccer battles, consisting of 4 players on each side of the field, with random objectives like, don't lose possession, score the first goal, don't let the other team score, and gain possession of the ball. At the end, you'll gain experience, money, and friendship points, and some items too. If you lose money and friendship points.
Friendship points? If I had friendship points with Holy Dragon Master, there would be over 9,000.
Let me interrupt you right there, Ryu, because nobody wants to know your lame jokes. Friendship points are simply points that allow you to scout several players, either to name, element, position, or by the connection map that unlocks more players as you proceed through the story or meet special requirements. And after you defeat a story team, you can scout the team's player to be part of your team. That's kind of cheap, but okay. This adds another layer of complexity to the game, since you can have a lot of players that can replace your original team and make it better or worse depending on your choices, or their moveset, or their stats, since each player is different in their own special way.
And if you're a lazy guy like me and don't feel like grinding, you can rematch teams that you have faced. These are 11 on 11 matches, making it a bit more fun than grinding. This is a good way to gain experience for your players. Also, you can see Aphrodite again.
You do know you can't scout them in this game, right?
Hey, don't remind me about that. Damn it, level 5.
Okay then. Anyway, as Ryu said before, there are techniques for each player. The techniques are called Hisatsus, or killer techniques. They are super-powered moves that will help you score goals, gain possession of the ball, keep possession, or even defend your own goal. Each move has a certain priority that determines how strong it is, and also, they hold a certain element, being either fire, wood, winds, or earth, that if matched with the player of the same element, they will get a stab boost, same type attribute bonus. So it's ideal to give a wind character wind Hisatsus.
All you need to do is give each player moves that look cool on them. That's how I go. Ryucario logic.
Let me correct you there. You give each player moves that are good stat-wise on them. If I give someone who has a low block set a block Hisatsu, it won't be ideal.
Stats aren't my way to go, but it depends on the player really. Some people like playing competitively, thinking about stats and stab boosts, but some people like me like to play casual and go for the cool moves that look good on the players.
Maybe that's why you always lose.
Moving on.
You must remember, each Izatsu costs a determined amount of TP. Consider them as your magic points for this game, and the stronger they are, the more TP they'll consume. If you use too many Izatsus, you'll be left with the normal commands.
If you have the possession of the ball, you can dodge or charge. Dodging makes it less likely to get past, but has a lower foul rate, while charging is the complete opposite.
When you have possession of the ball, you can tackle or slide tackle. Tackling makes it less likely to obtain the ball, but has a lower foul rate. And again, slide tackling is the complete opposite.
When you shoot, you have two options, shoot or chip shot. Shoot is a regular kick and a chip shot is an attempt at getting the ball over the keeper, although this never works.
When it's your turn to stop a shot, you can catch or punch the ball away. Catching is a regular command, and punching is a much stronger command, but you'll send the ball flying away.
This adds more and more ways to play depending on the player. You could break through with strengths and tackles, or you could quickly and more strategically dodge past the other players. It's up to the person playing. This makes the people playing have completely different game methods.
As this is the first game, there are still many edges to sharpen up, and more things that will need to get added.
Let me guess, you're talking about how you can't scout a Frody, right?
I'll continue. As I said, many things need improving, like not being able to shoot chain or shoot block, and many other things that weren't in the first game, but were in the anime. But in general, this is a great game.
First time I agreed with you today.
The graphics.
Now, bear in mind, this game is using the second game's engine, and it came out quite a while ago. So please understand that, at the time it kinda looked cool, but now...
They're pretty bad.
Ryu, come on, it has its charm. It had its charm back then, and the Izatsu still look pretty freaking cool.
Like penguins exploding, or a ball exploding at the goal, yet your goalkeeper is still there trying to defend? It just doesn't make sense.
Okay, you're right there, but the cutscenes are really cool and does make you feel like you're watching the anime again.
Even so, the graphics aren't anything special.
I fucking hate you.
But in all honesty, nowadays I'm saying that the graphics aren't anything special, but back in the day when it came out, it was impressive. Dynamic special attacks which look realistic and awesome. Go 2008.
There is nothing realistic about penguins exploding.
You have a point there.
The sound. Finally something that aged well. The soundtrack seems to be taken right out of the anime, letting you enjoy the scenery and being engrossed in the game. Each song establishing the right move for each moment and for the area where you are.
You're absolutely right, my holy dragon friend. The music is really good. Like, no joke. The battle themes are very catchy and dynamic. The map themes are very peaceful, and the final boss map has very dark and dramatic music. I really need to say that Inazuma 11's music is perfect.
Did you just call me Holy Dragon?
Haha, I did?
You're fucking bad.
Wait, what? Anyways, I guess that concludes...
Haha, not so fast for you. There's still the after game.
After what?
The after game, the stuff you do after the game ends?
The after game.
Come to think about it, I can't remember anything about after beating the game. Was there something special?
Silly Ryu. That's only for you Japanese players. We European players have an extra competition route to do, and we even gain exclusive Inazuma 2 moves.
Sorry?
It's about time Japan got the wrong end of the stick. That's right, people, the European version of Inazuma 11 has a special competition route that the Japanese game didn't have. That special competition route has a little sneak peek at the next game's rivals and some Izatsus. This can be pretty fun, as your final team you face is Fallen Zeus and they're level 80. Though it should be noted, getting your players up to a certain level and modifying your teams around just to meet some special conditions is really boring, since no team that I know of in that route gives you more than 500 experience per match. Your best choice would be grinding on Kirkwood, and even then, it will take a while. I suggest you do this if you're really curious about some characters that will appear in the next game, or if you want a pair of boots and two techniques that are only available in the next game.
You won this time, but I'll be back for another review. Laters.
Could you just wait a bit, Ryu? There's still more to talk about.
Wait, there's more?
Well, there's a training facility in the training spots.
But can't you access that during the main story?
True, but any person with common sense knows that they won't be needing it for the main story. For those wondering what we're rambling about during the main story, you can actually raise your stats beyond the base amount, either using the training facility or the training spots.
Training spots are scattered throughout the game world and cost money to use. The more you train a certain character, the more expensive it'll get. How the hell does that make any sense?
Level 5 logic, Ryu. Anyway, as for the training facility, it's free to use and raises all your team's stats, but the cores are dedicated to just one stat. And if you're careful to plan how you rate each player due to their limit in raising stats, like me, you'll ignore this completely. Like previously stated, each character has a limit to where his base stat can be raised to. Once you decide to train beyond that, you'll begin losing the opposite stat in order to counter the effect.
Example is if I had Aphrodite fully trained and I want to give him more TP, when I raise his TP, his GP will drop.
This is why I say this is more of a after-game mechanic, because nobody will do this during the main game, and is used more to beat up your friends in Wi-Fi battles. Speaking of which, the multiplayer!
This game has fully functional Wi-Fi multiplayer. As you and a friend, you can exchange players and battle each other. But this is limited and you need to stand next to your friend to do so.
Unfortunately, this is the biggest flaw of any Inazuma 11 game on the handheld consoles. The multiplayer aspect lacks in the online department, being only able to send players and do match with someone who has the game and lives near you. Damn it, level 5! Nobody plays Inazuma 11 here in Portugal! The final score!
With all that being said, this game deserves a 7.5 out of 10. Why? Well, the gameplay is really cool, the soundtrack is wonderful, and the story is so lighthearted that anyone can jump into and still enjoy it. The only thing holding it back is how it's aged. The graphics, the animations, you know, they haven't aged well and don't look as impressive as they used to. But that's my opinion. How about you, Rio? What do you think about this game?
So in conclusion, I give Inazuma 11 a 9 out of 10. It has some awesome music, some awesome moments, awesome special attacks. Now it's not anything like Inazuma Go, graphic-wise, but it has a place in my heart. And I love Inazuma 11 to this day. And I hope you guys do as well.
Okay, so this is a very last minute edit, and it's about, I know that Inazuma 11 DS is on the 3DS right now on the eShop and has the American dub and all that, and that the graphics have spiffed up, and that, you know, the connection map is somewhat free now, you don't need to unlock everyone and all that, and I might as well, you know, just talk about it now. The 3DS version gets an 8.0 out of 10 because of the graphics are being spiffed up, you know, they're the same graphics as Inazuma 1 to 3 Endo Mamoru Deketsu, which is the Japanese compilation of all the 3 games. So basically it has the same graphics as Inazuma 3 on the 3DS, which makes it a little bit better because it's a little bit more pleasant to look at. And pretty much that's it, so enjoy the awkward ending by Ryucario.
Hope you guys enjoyed this video, the collaboration with me. I've been Ryucario, him, me, whatever. But if you guys are interested in checking out my videos, there will be a link in the description. If you want to check out Demon Dragon Master videos, they're really good, I think. But you can check them on his channel and, you know, like his videos and stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I might see you guys later on my channel or something. I don't know. I don't know how to end this, so bye bye.